Imagine standing under the bright midday sun, and suddenly, the sky begins to dim. The temperature drops. A deep silence falls over the landscape. Birds stop singing, animals grow restless, and for a few breathtaking moments, the day turns into night. No, it's not the end of the world, but it might feel like it. What you're experiencing is one of the most awe-inspiring natural phenomena on Earth, a total solar eclipse. And in 2027, the world is preparing for what many are calling the eclipse of the century. A rare celestial event that will plunge skies across continents into darkness for an unusually long time, creating an unforgettable spectacle and sparking excitement among scientists, sky watchers, and ordinary people alike. On August 2nd, 2027, the moon will align perfectly between the Earth and the Sun, casting its shadow across our planet in a magnificent show of cosmic alignment. But what makes this eclipse so special? Why is it being hailed as the eclipse of the century? The answer lies not just in its dramatic visual impact, but also in its timing, path, and length. Unlike many other eclipses that last only a few minutes, the 2027 eclipse will offer viewers in some parts of the world a chance to witness over 6 minutes of totality, an extraordinarily long duration in eclipse terms. This will be one of the longest total solar eclipses of the 21st century. For comparison, the total eclipse in the US in 2017 lasted a maximum of around 2 minutes and 40 seconds. This time, we're talking about more than double that. The eclipse will begin in the Atlantic Ocean and sweep across parts of North Africa, the Middle East, and Southwestern Asia. Countries like Morocco, Algeria, Tunisia, Egypt, and Saudi Arabia will find themselves directly in the path of totality. In these regions, the moon will completely block the sun, casting a surreal twilight in the middle of the day. Cities like Luxor in Egypt are expected to experience more than 6 minutes of complete solar darkness, an extraordinary opportunity not just for the people who live there, but for eclipse chasers and scientists from around the world who are already planning expeditions to observe and study the event. But why does a total solar eclipse even happen? It all comes down to the remarkable coincidence of celestial sizes and distances. The sun is about 400 times wider than the moon, but it's also about 400 times farther away from Earth. This means that, from our perspective, the sun and the moon appear to be nearly the same size in the sky. When the moon moves directly between us and the sun, it can cover the sun completely, casting a shadow on Earth. That's what creates a total solar eclipse. This cosmic coincidence doesn't happen often, and it won't last forever. The moon is slowly moving away from Earth, about 3.8 centimeters per year. Millions of years from now, it will be too far away to completely cover the sun, and total eclipses will be a thing of the past. The 2027 eclipse is a rare chance for humanity to witness this phenomenon at its most spectacular. But it's not just about the beauty of it all. Eclipses are also moments of immense scientific value. During totality, the sun's blazing surface is completely obscured, allowing astronomers to observe its outer atmosphere, known as the corona. This is usually invisible because of the sun's brightness, but during an eclipse, the ghostly tendrils of the corona become visible, offering insights into solar winds, magnetic fields, and space weather. In fact, some of the most groundbreaking discoveries about the sun have been made during solar eclipses. For example, during the 1919 eclipse, scientists observed the bending of starlight by the sun's gravity, an observation that helped confirm Einstein's theory of general relativity. Eclipses continue to serve as natural laboratories for astronomers to test theories and gather data that would otherwise be impossible to obtain. For local communities in the eclipse's path, the event will be both a cultural and economic spectacle. In regions like southern Spain and northern Africa, tourism is expected to surge. Hotels are already being booked months, even years in advance, as eclipse enthusiasts from across the globe plan their trips to witness this once-in-a-lifetime event. Local economies will see a boost, and communities will come together in celebration, hosting viewing parties, educational events, and cultural gatherings under the shadowed sky. Schools, observatories, and science institutions are preparing to use the eclipse as a teaching moment, a chance to spark curiosity in young minds and reconnect people of all ages with the wonders of the universe. But as amazing as eclipses are, they come with a strong reminder: never look directly at the sun without proper protection. Even during a partial eclipse, the sun's rays can cause permanent damage to your eyes. Specialized eclipse glasses with ISO certification are essential for safe viewing. During totality, the brief window when the sun is completely obscured, it is safe to look with the naked eye. But the moment the sun begins to reappear, those glasses must go back on. And for photographers hoping to capture the moment, solar filters and proper equipment are critical. In the age of global connectivity, this eclipse won't just be a local event. It will be streamed live, shared on social media, and viewed by millions of people who may not be in the path of totality but want to experience it from afar. Technology will bring this ancient cosmic dance to screens around the world, blending tradition and modernity in a shared moment of planetary awe. And as we prepare for this spectacle, we're reminded of how rare and precious these moments are. The next eclipse of similar magnitude and duration won't happen for decades, making August 2nd, 2027 a date to circle on your calendar if you're a fan of astronomy, or just moments of magic. So what will you see if you're lucky enough to be in the path? As the moon begins to move in front of the sun, a small, dark bite will appear on the solar disk. Over the next hour or so, the sky will gradually dim. Shadows will grow sharper and more eerie. Birds may return to their nests. Animals may behave strangely, mistaking the eclipse for sunset. And then, as the last sliver of sunlight disappears, the corona will burst into view, an ethereal halo of glowing plasma surrounding the darkened moon. It's a sight that has moved countless people to tears. And after a few breathtaking minutes, the sun's light will return, and the world will go back to normal, but you'll never forget what you saw. If you can't travel to one of the countries in the path of totality, don't worry. Partial phases of the eclipse will be visible across a vast portion of the Eastern Hemisphere. From parts of Europe to the Middle East and Western Asia, millions will get to see at least part of the sun covered by the moon. And for those who can't see it in person, many space agencies and observatories will broadcast the event live, with expert commentary and stunning visuals. But why do eclipses continue to fascinate us? In ancient times, they were often feared. Civilizations believed that an eclipse was a sign of divine anger or an omen of doom. Some cultures thought a celestial beast was devouring the sun, and they would make loud noises to scare it away. Others saw it as a time of renewal or reflection. Today, we understand the science behind it, but the awe remains. There is something deeply primal about watching day turn to night in a matter of minutes. It's a reminder of our place in the cosmos, of the delicate balance that allows life to exist, and of the incredible machinery of the universe that never stops moving. Astronomy isn't just about distant galaxies or mysterious black holes. Sometimes the most powerful cosmic experiences happen right here on Earth. And the eclipse of the century in 2027 is one of those moments. So whether you're an amateur sky watcher, a professional astronomer, or just someone who wants to witness something extraordinary, mark your calendar. Make a plan. Get your eclipse glasses. Because on August 2nd, 2027, the skies will go dark, and for just a few minutes, the universe will remind us of its power, its mystery, and its beauty. And before you go, don't forget to subscribe to Infinite If for more amazing space and science videos. Like, share, and hit that bell icon so you never miss a moment of wonder. And if you're excited about the eclipse, let us know in the comments. Will you be watching it live or planning a trip to the path of totality? Either way, we'll be right here, bringing you everything you need to know before, during, and after the most breathtaking event of the decade.